Okay, in this video we're going to look at division with decimals, and essentially we have to manipulate some of the numbers before we begin. In this video we have an example of a question: 288 divided by 2.4. My suggestion is that we manipulate the divisor 2.4 so that it becomes a whole number. And there's a couple of reasons for that, but probably the foremost reason being that once we do that, once we get the divisor to a whole number or to an integer, it means that our answer, we have less manipulating to do with the decimal numbers and the decimal points, and it becomes a bit more straightforward. So the rule with division is whatever I do to the divisor, I must do the same to the dividend. So the divisor in this case is the number 2.4. The dividend is the number we're dividing into, 288. So I want to make 2.4 a whole number. If that's the case, then I'm going to have to move my decimal point one place to the left. So my new number becomes, beg your pardon, that's incorrect. I'm going to undo that again. I've done that completely the wrong, move the decimal in the wrong direction. I have to move the decimal one place to the right. So now my divisor becomes 24. And what about my dividend? If I move the decimal point one place to the right on my divisor, I must do the same with the dividend. So the number becomes 10 times larger. So now it becomes the number 2,880, 10 times bigger. Because the decimal was there, we've moved it one place to the right to make the number 10 times larger. Then I just go ahead and proceed with my normal division rules. Let's look at another example here. I'll try and keep my same color scheme. So I have my divisor is 0.9, my dividend is 20.7. Again, the divisor is my starting point, and I want to make that a whole number. So I'm going to move the decimal one place to the right again. It becomes the number 9. So if I move the decimal one place to the right with my divisor, I'm going to do the same with the dividend. Doing so makes the number 207. And then I go ahead and proceed and do my regular division. Now, when I use my long division method, I'll lay out my numbers like so. It means that when I get to this point here of the division, if I need to add a couple of zeros, I can just transfer the decimal straight above the bus stop, making the whole process much easier. Same way with this number here, with this calculation. My divisor 24 to the larger dividend 2,880. 0.0, and I can just put my decimal straight above the place where it lives in the bus stop, so to speak. So they're the primary reasons for why I want to manipulate the decimals with my divisor to make it a whole number, and then do the same manipulation of the decimal point with the dividend.